Hello, hello, hello. Today we'll be doing 15 minutes of stretching. And we'll get started right now. Welcome. So today we'll do 15 minutes of stretching. All you'll need is a mat, and let's get started. So we'll actually start with our legs crossed, sitting down. And we'll do some side body stretches first. So let's first take a deep breath in. Raise your arms up nice and high. And as you exhale, lower one of your arms to the mat while your other arm reaches up and overhead, and you stretch towards that one side. For me, I'm leaning to my left, so I'm stretching out the right side of my body. Try and keep your right hip on the ground. Great job. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, raise your arms up to the sky, and we will place the other hand, forearm down on the mat as we bend to the other side. Every exhale, stretch over a little bit more. Great job. We'll spend another 10 seconds here. Take a nice big inhale, and then on the exhale, come back up. Raise your arms up, then let them go. So let's keep our knees crossed, our legs crossed. I'll turn to the side so you can see from the side. We'll raise our arms up, our legs are crossed, and then we'll slowly hinge over, keeping your arms next to your ears. Keep a nice flat back, so really try and focus on hinging at your hips. And once you can't hinge anymore, let your arms go to the mat. Keep your hips and your sit bones on the mat so your butt's fully on the mat. And walk your hands a little bit forward each time. Every time you exhale, try and get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Stretching out your hamstrings, your lower back, your hips. Great job. On your next exhale, walk your hands back. Stack your spine back up to sitting. Your legs are still crossed. Come back up to seated. Great job. From here, uncross one of your legs and place it out at a slight angle to your side. Take your other heel, place it against the inner thigh. Raise your arms up, twist over to the side that your legs extended, and slowly hinge forward. And walk your hands towards your ankle. Grab onto wherever feels comfortable on your leg. For me, it's almost at the ankle. And on each exhale, kind of lower your chin towards your knee a little bit more. Stretching is so good for your body, but none of us really do it. All right. Stack your spine back up to sitting. We'll do the same thing on the other leg. So for me, I'm taking my right leg out to the side slightly. My left heel is pressing against my right inner thigh. Raise your hands up to the sky. Twist and look at your right foot as you hinge forward towards your right knee. Grab somewhere along your right leg. As you hinge forward even more, gently pull your nose to your knee. Really focus on the breathing here. Relax. Great job. Come back up to seated. We'll do one more stretch in this position. Bring the heels of your feet together. Your knees are falling towards the floor, so the butterfly stretch now. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale. Maybe grab your toes, and then on your exhale, keep that nice tall posture. Straight back as you hinge forward as much that feels good for you. I'm really focusing a lot on the hips and the inner thighs today because this week we did a lot of glute, inner thigh, hip work, so we should really stretch that out. Maybe take your elbows and press your legs down a little bit further as you hinge even more forward. One more breath, and then on the exhale, slowly come back up to sitting. Great job. Let's flip over on our back. Lower your torso to the mat. Take your right ankle, cross it across your left thigh, and then thread your arms through, grabbing the back of your left thigh, and then lowering back down, pulling your thigh, your left thigh towards your chest. Gently, your low back is flat on the mat. This opens up the right hip, the glute, right glute. Great job. Let's do the same thing on the left side. So both feet down on the mat. Your left foot goes over your right thigh, and then thread your arms through, grabbing the back of your right thigh, and then pull your right thigh in towards your chest, stretching out the left hip and the left glute. All right, let's place our feet back down on the mat. We'll lengthen our legs and our arms nice and long, and grab your right hand with your left hand. Pull yourself over to your left side, stretching out the right side of your body again. And then come back to center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So the right hand grabs the left hand, and the right hand pulls yourself over to the right, stretching out the left side of your body. This feels great. All right, on the next exhale, come back to center. And let's roll up to seated. Flip on over. We'll come to all fours here. We'll stretch out the shoulders and the upper back now. So go ahead and twist open to the right. Look at your right hand and then slowly thread your right arm underneath your left armpit. Rest your right shoulder on the floor. Your head can come to the mat. Walk your left arm out. Take a few breaths here. All right, great job. Walk your left hand back to center. Push yourself up. And we'll do that same stretch on the left side. So extend your left arm up to the sky. Look at your left hand. And then thread your left arm underneath your right, resting your left shoulder on the floor. Your head can come to the mat, and your right arm can walk forward. One more breath here. Great job. Walk your right hand back to center. Press yourself up into all fours. Up next, we'll do the pigeon pose. I like to start off with the downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. And then when you're ready, raise your right leg up to the sky, and then take your right knee and bring it in between your palms. Move your left leg back, walk your arms forward, and lower down onto your right leg. Your head can come to the mat here as well. You can also stretch your arms forward. Do whatever feels good here. All right, let's come back up. Press your palms into the mat, step your right leg back. Another downward facing dog. And let's raise our left leg up to the sky, and then bring our left knee between our wrists. Walk your right leg back and lower yourself to the mat. Head can touch the mat. Arms can walk forward, stretch out. Awesome. Next we'll do a high cobra, so come back to all fours. Shift your pelvis forward. Let your pelvis touch the mat. Press the mat away with your hands. Look slightly up